How many times do I have to tell you I have a boyfriend?
Well, you look like the kind of girl that could use two.
You're thinking about it.
We're talking about it.
It's happening. Beep boop bop boop
Boop,
beep boop
bop,
bop.
bop. Beep, bop. Shirts off with Steve Branch.
Another week in Hawaii. I'm Steve and this is Branch.
What's good, people?
Our shirts are off, like always. And we're here for another great episode. Episode 2. We're feeling good about episode 2. I think you're going to enjoy it. So let's kick things off. We're going to start this week off with another food that I've never had before. This week we have a hard-boiled egg. Yes, I know exactly what you're thinking. I've never had a hard-boiled egg, and I'm not kidding. So last week it was what? Dried prunes and...
Dried prunes and Charleston chews.
Charleston chew. So I'm grabbing this hard... Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, this is not...
Take us through what you're going through right now.
It's so jiggly. Oh my god.
Nice,
but it's
nice
somehow an
hard-boiled
egg.
Yeah, a lot of protein.
You know, it's funny, for the listeners at home, I just had 3 scrambled eggs. So this is just packing a punch with the eggs today. So, alright, so here it goes.
Egg guy. Big egg guy.
Hey, big egg guy.
I trust that you'll like this, though.
I mean, it's an egg. So, alright, so I'm gonna
That is true. It is an egg. It's a fucking egg.
Oh my god, I don't like... I'm not
Oh,
like...
stop fucking jiggling.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like how much... Like, how soft it is and, like, how much it jiggles.
Trust me, you'll love it. You'll love it. It's like...
So just bite it.
Yeah, go ahead. Just, Oh, that was a gross noise. That's good, though, right? It's a kind of weird texture with the egg. The yolk isn't nice. The yolk's nice. Are you gonna spit it out?
No, I'm in water. Oh my god.
It's good, though. You don't like it?
No. I mean, I'm gonna finish it.
Dirty
I
commie.
can finish this bite, but...
Currently, for you guys can't see us, but Steve's in the kitchen right now.
Alright, that's not...
Washing it down.
That's not good. I'm not eating a
Huge vag. Huge vag.
Not eating a hard-boiled egg ever again. Alright, so,
Well, now, good that's over, huh?
well, that's over. I'm probably never gonna order one or ask for one.
You want to
or
go
eat
for
one.
a second food?
No, because I know what that food would be. And I'm
Okay,
not,
we'll save it.
We've been,
We'll save it
Branch,
for next
Branch,
week's
we
episode.
swung on miss on the first one. We'll see what happens.
You swung and missed.
We'll see what
I just
happens.
pitched you
We'll see
fastballs
what
right down the
happens
middle.
week 3. What food I'll like. So far, we're 1 for 2. I mean, I didn't not like it. I just would never eat it again.
Speaking of which, preview for week 3. Actually, we'll give you a preview at the end.
Yeah.
We'll give you a preview.
Yeah, preview at the end. It's
But
gonna be spooky for sure.
but yeah, we're coming to you on Wednesday. I know it's not normally what we do, even though we've only had 1 episode so far. But Monday was a pretty busy day, so we're here. 2-day delay, but that's fine because it's still within the week. We're still gonna put one out next Monday. Every week, every Monday, except for around Thanksgiving and Christmas time. But we'll be coming back at you with more foods, more topics, everything you need on Mondays.
See, what's funny is that this was supposed to be the semester of Asian food for me. And so far, the only Asian food I've tried is that dumbass Fresh Time sushi.
That was okay.
Which was average.
Yeah.
It was average.
Well, even for me, it was average. I'm a big sushi guy. I like sushi a lot. That stuff was average. And it's like an organic place, so you'd expect it to be like fresh and good, like
yeah.
like at Harry Teets, you know, Harry Teeter?
Teeter, yeah.
Harry Teets, you know, they have like a Japanese guy just in the back, just like right in front of you. You could be like, they have all these like things set out that he already made, but then you could be like, you could go up and be like, oh, konnichiwa, can I have a sushi roll? And he makes it. And he's just like, he'll make it right in front of you.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, we need to do this weekend, next weekend, maybe sometime during the week, sometime soon.
Well, we're going to Red soon.
We need to go to Red.
Also,
We've been saying we're going to Red for like
we'll
3
go to a
weeks.
Japanese place, get some sake bombs, get some
Okay.
Japanese food, throw up
I've
after.
been to a Japanese steakhouse.
Yeah, the hibachi, those are
Yeah,
fun.
you know.
You get steak, you get
You
shrimp,
get-
you get
you get steak,
it's
chicken,
normal stuff.
shrimp, yeah.
But then you get sake bombs too, and it's a whole different level of awesome.
All right.
All right.
So, but this being the second episode, we had a great idea for each of us to come out with our top 3 and 1 bubble walkout songs to celebrate the kickoff of this show.
Yep, top 3 walkout songs, and then a bubble song.
All right, so let's start off with Branch. Let's go back and forth. We'll say my third one. You say your third.
Your bubbles first.
Bubbles.
Bubbles are on the outside. They're on the outside looking in. They're like
all right.
That top 3.
My bubble song is "God's Gonna Cut You Down" by Johnny Cash.
That's a good song.
Yeah, that's my outside song. All right. What's your bubble song?
My bubble song, can you pull this up real quick? Seven Nation Army.
Ooh, everyone knows that
Yeah,
song.
great song, great walkout song, great hype up song for the crowd.
I'm mad I didn't think of that. Well, I should have. I'm just stupid. All right. Dang, that's a hell of a song.
That is a great song.
Dun, 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 dun. I love when they play that at sporting events.
It's great. It's big at soccer games, football games. Really big when they're walking out.
When they're walking out.
Song.
I love when a football game just gets you fucking pumped.
All right, give me your number 3.
My number 3, I think you're gonna like this song. It's Mobb Deep, Shook Ones Part 2.
Okay, now that's a good song.
I mean, imagine this. You're walking out for a boxing match.
Dude, you're walking out for a boxing match,
baseball.
You're walking
with
a team. It's just like, it's gang shit.
It's a home run, first round knockout for sure.
So, my number 3, little contrasting to your rap song there, I got Pump It by the Black Eyed Peas.
Damn, that's a respectable list.
So far, so good. Both very strong lists so far.
All right, number 2. I think this one it'd be very underappreciated as a walkout song, but I think it'd be dope. Boulevard Broken Dreams, Green Day.
That's actually that's Zach Greinke's walkout song.
Is it actually?
Yeah, Pitcher for the Diamondbacks.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're just zoned in when that song's playing.
You are. That gets you you're ready to either die or kill people, and that's what you want going into whatever you're walking out to. If you're ready to die and or kill people at the same time,
yeah,
unstoppable.
You're not. It's an unstoppable combination.
All right.
For sure.
So my number 2, WWE fans might know this.
I think people outside the WWE would probably.
No, see, you're thinking of what you think I'm thinking of, but I'm thinking that you're thinking wrong. And so a lot of people would guess that it was The Time Is Now by John Cena.
That's what I was
saying. And it's not. So you really got to be a WWE fan to know this. It's a song by The Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels, Sweet Chin Music.
Oh.
It's his walkout song, actually, and it's called Sexy Boy.
Damn, that's a good one.
Just play a little second over for you.
Damn. It just resonates with me. Damn, that is so bad. This podcast is taking turns at not expected. I've not heard that song in probably.
It's a great song.
11 or 12 years.
It's very it wouldn't be that good if you were with a team. It's more individual event type of walkout song.
Without a doubt. All right, number 1, possibly I think
number 1,
the most hyped song ever that I'll get hyped to this song no matter what I'm doing. I could be taking a shit. I could be eating some carrots. I could be walking in a flower garden. I think I would still lose my shit when this song turns on. Oh, yeah. Eminem,
this is a
Till I
classic.
Die.
This is a classic.
It is a classic. And it's probably the best one up. No, faster.
That is a good one. That is very solid.
Oh, that's hype.
That's debatably, it's like whether or not you agree with it, you gotta put that up there in your top 3, like all time.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Personally, I don't think a lot of people will agree with this one, but no doubt this last one is hype. And let me just reveal it to you real quick, okay? With the intro monologue that comes with it. I won't play the whole intro monologue, but so that you guys know, it's like the most hype song ever. And actually, I can't get it pulled up right now, so I'll just talk about it. It's "Love So So" by Chief Keef. Yeah, one of the best songs of the last decade. This song, right when it came out, I was this like how it got big. It's like the best song ever.
Oh.
All these motherfuckers tell me in school, Chief Keef ain't this, Chief Keef ain't that.
Damn, interesting one.
That song, I think, for me, walking out, I think I would have to skip the monologue and go straight to the song itself. But the monologue, if I listen to that before walking out, and then right as I'm walking out, the actual song part hits, that's like the most hype thing for me ever, because the monologue is just him going off.
That
like
is
him
true.
just fucking yelling.
I'm going to play one more song. It's kind of a random song that I forgot about that I know you'll like. It kind of connects to the White Stripes 7 Nation Army.
Okay.
But this song also is a classic. They play it in many sporting events. Wait.
I have no clue what this is.
You do, trust me.
Oh, this is the one that I was looking for!
Zombie Nation, current.
That's the one I was looking for! See, I had listened to 7 Nation Army, and then I was like, okay, that's gonna be my bubble song, and there's another song that I'm thinking of that's just like it, and then I was like, oh, it's just 7 Nation Army.
They sound
but it's
so
it's a remix, and I was like, I didn't even like try to look for it, and I was just like, they sound really similar, but they're not the same.
No, they're as the viewers have listened, they're very different.
That one is like that would be my number one if I had remembered.
Yeah, it's a classic.
That is a great song.
I love it. All right, that was a great way to kick off this week's show and to kick off the show in general.
Top 3 walkout songs. You know, honestly, when this episode comes out, you guys listen to this, you listen to our walkout songs, leave a comment, email us, text us if you got our numbers.
We want to hear
fans.
your top walkout songs.
We want to hear your top 3 and the bubble.
Don't forget the bubble.
So basically,
it's like the last one out.
Basically top 4, but bubble.
All right. So last week, Branch and I, we went down the street to a local burger joint and each ate a 1-pound burger.
Let's give a shout out to the burger joint. Shout out to the burger joint. It's called Bub's Burgers and Ice Cream.
Yep, located on 9th and Morton, Bloomington, Indiana, and other places.
They do have other locations.
I think Carmel, and
they have one in
Indy, and
they might have one in
Noblesville or something. I don't know. They're all around Indy, and then there's one here.
But the one here's the best, no doubt.
So, but Branch and I went to this burger place about 2 months ago. For one of the first weeks we were back in school.
We've been many times before, but
this is the first time this year since summer, though.
Yep.
And we go and we decide, hey, next time we come here, we gotta take on the Big Ugly. And we did. That's what it is, the 1-pound burger. Yeah. Branch, how'd it go?
Well, for those of you who don't know what the Big Ugly is, it's a 1-pound heaping piece of meat on 2 giant, fluffy, buttery buns. Thick. I'm talking thick with 3 C's and 2 Q's. Thick. Thick, buttery buns with a big slab of meat right in between them buns. You get veggies on top like tomatoes, lettuce,
cheese,
onions. You get cheese, but you got whatever you get, you gotta finish it all. And honestly, I almost puked. I was towards the end. And you remember this. I was asking for more Coke, like Coca-Cola. I had like 8 Cokes that day because water. When I drink water and I try to eat a lot, that just doesn't work. But Coca-Cola gets my stomach all that carbonation. It breaks it down real fast, and it's just like it's my superpower. It's like my spinach, like for Popeye. But
did you eat anything that day? The day before we went at like you went at like what 6?
Yeah, we went at like 6:30. I wasn't planning on eating anything because I had class that day, like all day. But I came home before we went, and I was like, I'm hungry as fuck. I gotta have some chips and salsa. So I was like, I ate some chips and salsa, and then to be honest, I was a little nervous at that point because I was like, I may have eaten a little too much chips and salsa, and I might not be able to do this. But we went. Steve scarfed it down fucking quickly, and then actually we were pretty even. We were actually pretty even.
We were even, and then you just.
We were pretty even, and I hit a wall like with like a fourth of the burger left, and a fourth of the burger. Keep in mind that's like still a 4-pound burger.
It's a normal burger. It's
still like a normal burger size, so it wasn't
like
I hit a wall with like 2 bites left. Like I hit a wall with like an actual burger still left, and Steve just kept going. But at that point, I started off hot. Like I was going quickly. I was trying to eat it fast.
Yeah. And
like Joey Chestnut style. I even thought about dipping it in my Coke. But towards the end, I just kind of put giant pieces in my mouth, would chew until I thought I was going to throw up, and then just start chugging Coca-Cola to like swallow it whole. And it worked, and we completed it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a complete savage that day because I didn't eat anything the whole day, and then I went and had a great lift, intense workout. I was really hungry afterwards. But after I worked out, I had a protein shake because I needed that creatine, that protein. And I was worried. I was like, damn, this might make me full. But I said, fuck it. I did anyways. Then I showed up, ate the burger, just got cheese on it because I'm a dumbass because you guys know me, picky eater. But I also got sweet potato fries with marshmallow sauce, scarfed those down too.
And those are heavy too.
Those are heavy. And I felt, hey, don't get me wrong here, I felt like I was going to die afterwards, but I didn't. We're here talking about it. So I would recommend doing it once, maybe twice in your lifetime.
It hurt. It hurt for like the next 2 days.
I didn't feel like eating for the next 2 days. Definitely not getting a burger until like past Thanksgiving.
Probably. I would get a burger. I would still get a burger sometime soon.
Definitely not a Bub's.
Definitely not a Bub's
burger.
Big Ugly.
Ooh,
I don't even think about Bub's. Like,
I don't even know.
Bub's, we usually only go like once every month or couple months. Like
we probably go 3 times a semester.
Yeah. I think last year, second semester, we went like 4 or 5, like 6 times or something.
Yeah,
we went like
a lot.
Because that was like the go-to move on like Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon. Like,
yeah. But I don't know. Definitely not gonna try that again. But hey, we got our picture on the wall. Big Steve Stephen and Wonder Bread Williams.
Yep.
We look like idiots. Hey, if you see it there, let us know.
Take a picture, tweet it at us. We're not on Twitter, but tweet it at anybody, and then we'll try to find it randomly, and it'll be cool.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the jungle.
So exactly, trannies, boners, and wet dreams. Let's start off with trannies.
Trannies.
What's your thoughts?
Trannies. See, trannies. I think the first time I learned about them.
Wait, I'm going to interject. We don't have a problem with trannies. We have no problem with transsexual.
True, we have no problem with trannies. Dicks and tits on the same person is okay. Oh, I guess trannies now could be like transgender.
Trans anything, dude. Because they put trans in front of anything. You could be like a trans squirrel.
That's true. Okay, so just to be clear before we dive into this, trannies, the way I think, the trannies that I'm talking about today are like the ones in Thailand with the hairy dick and balls with also tits and girl bodies and faces.
It's a girl with a dick.
Chicks with dicks. With dicks and tits.
Yeah. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So
we're not talking about transgender, all that stuff, all that whatever. That's whatever. But we're talking about dicks and tits, chicks with dicks.
Exactly. So what's your thoughts?
So my initial thoughts. I think the first time that I actually saw one.
You see?
Not like in person, but I think it was like when I was first discovering porn. and you just go on these sketchy ass websites because like they didn't have like all these like they didn't have like they obviously had like browsers and stuff, but like you would have to scheme to like try to find somebody with like a username and password that you could use, but you would go on these sketchy websites, and I know Pornhub's like the go-to, but you know sometimes you're just not feeling it. So you go to sketchy websites,
Change up a bit.
and you get change it up a bit, and you get these weird ass fucking ads on the side. And I think that's the first time that I saw a chick with a dick.
I think that was also the first time.
That had to
Same
have been.
situation.
But then another time when I like really realized, I think I've always known that they were like in Thailand and stuff, because my neighbor actually when I was younger, his name's Nate. He lived in Thailand for a little bit, and I'm pretty sure in elementary school or middle school, he was telling me that there were trannies everywhere.
They are.
And they're on. And
they're
then
brothels.
And then to solidify that viewpoint, I saw Hangover 2, and there were
when
trannies.
Doug bangs the tranny.
Does he bang the tranny in that? I don't think he bangs the tranny.
Wait, who's no, he does. I remember that scene.
Oh, and there's yeah.
And then he's like, so how was it? And then she goes, oh no, we finished at the same time, but you were on bottom.
Oh no. Yeah, it's gross.
No, Stu, not Doug. Stu.
Stu.
Stu does. Yeah, Ed Helms.
Yeah.
That dude.
But yeah, trannies, it's just, it's like, it's kind of a phenomenon to me. It's like chicks with dicks. You don't see that in the United States.
You see some. You ever been to Kroguchi?
Kroguchi. No, I've never been, well, I have, but I've never seen a chick with a dick there.
Well, I don't know if they have a dick. I don't know what they have down there, but they're definitely trans.
Yeah, see, I feel like a lot of people are transgender now, but they just kind of say that they're
and they take
then they take like estrogen pills or testosterone pills to like make their breasts grow or I'm not going anywhere, Brandon. And then but see, like in Thailand and stuff, like they're actual, like I don't know which one they had first, like the dick or the tits.
I'd assume,
but they had to have gotten one of them put on.
I'd assume it's probably I don't know, actually. I couldn't guess. But here, let me ask you this question. Which would you rather hook up with? A tranny?
It's a dangerous question.
A tranny? Or a dog?
What do you mean hook up? Like
sex, intercourse.
Sex? Well, if I say a dog, I'm just fucked up.
Homophobic. You're homophobic as fuck if you say a dog.
Well, also, you're fucking... That's bestiality, too. It's like...
The answer is tranny. And I'm proud to know
I don't think there is a right answer. I don't think there is.
Nah. That's the right answer.
So
you would rather bang a dog than another human being?
No, I'm saying neither.
But you got
okay. I definitely rather bang a human being. I just don't know if a chick with a dick or a dude with a pussy is right for me.
It's not right for me either.
Okay. Answer this. Would you rather hook up with a dude with a pussy or a chick with a dick?
A chick with a dick. I think.
Really?
Listen.
Okay,
so
let's assume it's a girl who got a dick like attached on, and then it's a guy who got his dick ripped off and a vagina attached on.
But does this guy look like a girl, or does he look like a guy?
You know, it depends. It's like it's the luck of the draw. You know.
What?
You could get a tranny that.
Well, I want to hook up with someone who looks like a girl.
But then you see a dick. You see like a big dick.
That would be an uncomfortable surprise for sure.
See, I'm thinking there's no right answer.
There's no
Just
right
give
answer.
me tits and pussy, tits and badge. And then
there's no right answer to that one, but there's a right answer for the one with the dog, and it's the tranny.
See, I don't think there's a right answer to that. I guess if I had to choose,
If-
you
no,
would
no.
have, you would literally have to choose a training.
Yes, that's
But
what I'm saying.
not. But that might not be right.
No, listen, I wouldn't want to do that. I have no interest in doing that. But the answer is the training. You don't take the
The
dog.
answer, okay, that's the answer. But it's not a good answer.
It's a bad
It's a
question
better
to begin
answer.
with. It's a bad question to begin with.
That's true. Let's move on from trains. Let's hop on
Well,
over.
let's just stay on the dick train and ride this.
Let's ride this dick train till the end.
Boner City.
Boner City.
What's your thoughts
On boners.
on boners?
Well, see, boners, they're awesome.
Can't
And they're
complain.
awesome. They're awesome like 98% of the time. But then 2% of the time. Actually, no, I would say the opposite. I would say like probably like 15% of the time they're awesome because they're in the right situation. 85% of the time they are happening randomly in the worst place possible before a presentation,
Gym
in
class.
in your SAT tutor's backyard, in your
Dude, I got one while diving. On the board.
that would
That
ruin
was
my life.
awful vibes.
That would ruin my life.
In a Speedo.
Yeah, there's this kid used to get them a lot for our dive team.
You can't complain though.
But you would
Like, they're a great vibe.
You would fucking walk around and like talk to people,
No.
knowing damn well. Like I don't know if he knew, but I feel like you would. If you're wearing a Speedo and you get a boner, unless you have a micro penis, you know, because there's pressure being put on it.
Oh,
like
the Speedo stretching
and
out.
then, yeah, and then but everybody else knew, and he would just walk up to you, just calm as day, and just be like, "So, how you doing today?" Like full on boner. I was like.
ready to know he's just ready to fuck.
Yeah, and I'm just like, dude, it's fucking like 11th grade, and you're trying to talk to chicks with a boner and a Speedo on the swim team. Like,
Dude, so I looked this up. The average man gets 11 erections a day.
I feel like
In the day, not per 24 hours. He gets 8 at night, so 19 per 24 hours.
oh, okay, so
that is
makes
crazy
sense.
stats.
See that makes sense to me because, well, one, morning wood, so you had to have at least been hard during the night once.
Well, at least once.
At least once, and coincidentally, it's just right before you wake up. Had to be multiple times.
Yes, yes.
But then in the middle of the day, I feel like I guess like one to 3 is a good number. Unless you're just like
No, they said you get 11 during the day.
11 during the day and 8 at night, so 19 a day.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
sense.
swear to God. Average man has about 11 erections each day.
I don't think I've had 11 erections in a day since like
You probably have and just don't notice
11th
it.
grade. Maybe. Do half chubs count?
I'd say anything above a half chub. It's like 51% chub.
51% chub. Oh, we're talking 51% chubs. I guess I can see. Yeah, around. Yeah.
I feel confident I probably have about 15 a day.
I feel like I don't have time to get boners anymore.
Branch, with this, we're 24 days into the No Jerk October. I'm probably rocking out here 20 erections a day.
Oh, fuck.
It's crazy.
See, for me, it's actually been less.
Really. Wonder if
Yeah.
it'll die down this last week.
I think it's just because I've forgotten. Like, I haven't jerked off in so long.
It's just
Like,
a
and it
skip.
hasn't even been that long because, like, 24 days, it's, like, not that long if you're just talking days. But if you're talking no jerking off, it's a fucking, like, that's like 2
You've
days.
aged 50 years.
Yeah.
It's
But so
incredible.
it's been so long since I've even thought about jerking off, like, my whole body's just in this, like, new state of being where I'm just, like, I'm transcending, dog.
Alright, so what's your thoughts on wet dreams?
Alright, here's
To be honest with you, this is my personal opinion. I'd be stoked if I got one.
So yeah, no, they.
I would clean my sheets and all.
Well,
whatever.
in this month that we're in, yes.
Yes, no.
Not
Bad
not
vibes,
like a
please.
normal day. It gets old real quick, and by real quick I mean like right when you wake up and you realize.
Yeah, that'd be bad. But like, in the moment.
In the month, because that's like you're like kind of like lucid dreaming at that point too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people like, at least from my experience, like I've woken up from them. Like that would be how I woke
Dude,
up.
I would probably like wake up, But then I go like
wake up and go right back to sleep. But I'm saying like that.
That'd be incredible because what a surprise that would be.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just wake up and goop everywhere, and then you go back to sleep. Like, sure, it's cool and all, but in this month it'd be a lot cooler.
See, my question would be, would I still wake up with morning wood? Because I'm not gonna lie, Branch, I can't remember a day I haven't woken up with morning wood in the last 9 or 10 years.
I think if we're talking 51% chubs, I don't think I don't know. I've woken up without morning wood before, but I wouldn't
Only
be able,
when I'm, like,
I wouldn't be able to
pissed
tell you exactly when.
Maybe
like, I
when
can
I'm,
tell
like,
you
pissed.
exactly when I've woken up with morning wood, which was this morning.
And probably yesterday morning and probably Monday morning.
But I couldn't tell you the last time that I didn't wake up with it. But I know it's happened.
Well, you know what? I'm definitely going to jerk off November 1st, but if I had the will to do it, I would keep going to see when the wet dream would occur. Do you remember that kid, Jerem, that lived on our floor? The Mormon?
Yeah, Jerome.
He never jerked off, couldn't have sex because he was Mormon, but he admitted he just had multiple wet dreams throughout his life. And I was like, what?
He did tell us one day, like just randomly or something. Somebody asked him, and I was like,
savage.
walking out in the hall, and he was like, somebody asked him if he had jerked off yet or something, and he like, I think it was Joe or somebody else, but they were like, I just walked in on the conversation, and he's like, yeah, I felt so much shame today in the shower. Like I did in the shower, and now I'm like shame. And it was like breaking news for our floor because it was like he's Mormon, so it's like
the shame was
nothing against Mormons, but it's like like they are very. I don't know how to explain.
You know what I found out?
They're very committed to their
you know what I found out
practice.
Guess which city is the gayest city per capita in the country?
San Francisco.
Nope.
It's not
It's
Provo.
not. What?
Is it Provo, Utah?
No, it's
It
Salt
can't
Lake
be.
City.
No, it's not.
Swear to God. Per capita. San Fran and Portland and like LA and New York probably have like more amount of gays, but per capita, Salt Lake City.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So those Mormons, I don't know, man. Whack.
Well, Mormons are more,
Open?
no, they're like farther away from Salt Lake City. Provo's big Mormons.
All right,
that's
but
where BYU is.
Still though, crazy that Salt Lake City.
Also, like all the Mormons get like shipped out of the country to like their mission, like when they're
like 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, when they're like 18, 19, 20. Like they get assigned to like a country and they just go there.
And they
for
just
like
do
2
some
years, 2 or
mission
3
work.
years. Yeah.
That's where Jerem is. Oh, wonder if Jerem's
He's in
back.
like Saudi Arabia. Where was he going?
It's somewhere like India or around there.
Is it-
Pakistan, maybe?
Not Shanghai. That's in China, but it's not Pakistan.
It's somewhere like India.
It sounds like the thing that I just said, but I forgot what I said
You just said Shanghai.
before that. Saudi Arabia. It sounds like Saudi Arabia, but it's not Saudi Arabia.
Interesting. All right.
Anyways.
Let's move on.
Steve, yeah. So that was. We're leaving the jungle now.
We are.
That was the jungle. That was some heavy shit. And if you guys don't know, if you guys didn't catch on, welcome to the jungle. We'll just pop right into. That's like we're in the shits now. Okay.
Yeah.
We're in the shits. Like that's why. Welcome to the jungle. Just hit you with 3 quick big ones: trainings, boners, wet dreams.
But now, us and Bear Grylls are on the safari adventure out of the jungle.
Out of the jungle.
So what's next on the schedule?
Steve, I really wanted to know. I've been waiting all week for this. What do we sleep on?
All right. You know what we sleep on? These weird ass hairs in men's bathrooms and the urinals. In the urinals.
I don't. Can you explain? Like,
all right, so like
you
once,
kind of briefed me on this before the show, but I don't know what you're talking
So
about.
like I'd say probably once every 10 times I go to a urinal, I see these weird hairs in the urinal, and I don't know where they are. My first initial guess is that they're pubes.
They gotta be pubes.
That's what I'm thinking. They have to be pubes.
Well, that's what I'm imagining when you say the weird hairs.
They look like pubes. They're the length of pubes. But I'm curious why the fuck they're in the urinal. How do they get there? or someone shaving their pubes in the urinal every 10 times I use it.
Well, how many are there?
Dude, like 5 or 6.
Like big ones?
But all completely separate.
Because I know, like...
They're not like...
Like,
they're
when
like
you take shits or you take pisses and stuff, like, you'll get pubes on the toilet seat. And, like, in Big Mouth...
Yeah.
When he was like, so in Big Mouth's show, that when they were like, he had like 2 pubes because he's going through puberty and one falls on the toilet seat and he's like dying and he's like, just blow me in. And he just goes, and he goes to the toilet seat. Like, I felt that. Like, that hit my heart. And I understand the toilet pubes, but I don't understand the urinal pubes.
Dude,
I don't think I've ever experienced urinal pubes.
This happens to me maybe once a week. And it's ridiculous because every time I'm like, how the fuck do they get in the fucking urinal? Also, wouldn't they just wash down if you flush the toilet? I don't know. Hey, urinal fairy, take care of this. It's a problem that needs to be addressed. It's nasty.
Well, urinal cakes, they like block up everything. That's what kind of sucks about urinals with urinal cakes. Remind me to come back to urinals because I got a funny story about urinals that I forgot till now. But urinal cakes, they kind of block up everything. So if you step into the wrong bathroom, you'll know that you're in the wrong place immediately because there is like toilet paper and everything. Like, it's just messy and it's in the urinal. And it's like, who puts that in the fucking urinal? And you can't flush it because there's a urinal cake and then that like filter on top of the urinal cake.
Yeah, I don't know. It's whack. It's whack. I honestly just want to know how the fuck they get there. Because, like, whoever's doing it...
You gotta be, like, shaking aggressively when you're done with your piss.
There's no way I've ever left pubes in a urinal.
Yeah, they gotta be staying, like, right on top of it. Like, dick almost touching the porcelain.
You gotta be shaking that thing aggressively.
Yeah, or, like, literally...
Or just walking with a pair of scissors like a savage and just shave your
snipping pubes right there on the urinal.
It's whack. I don't know.
Speaking of urinals, you want to hear my story?
Yeah, I do, actually.
So, my brother played, or was it? No, it was me. It was in middle school football league, and it was like full contact pads, everything. Like middle school football is like youth football, like Pop Warner or whatever. And at the practice field, my brother had practice that day because there's leagues for like every age.
Yep.
And my brother had practice, and it was at like this elementary school or whatever, or middle school, I forget. But me and my other brother, so I have 2 younger brothers, me and my other brother go into the bathroom because we had to poop really bad.
Yeah.
And there was only one stall.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, yo, I'm going to poop in the urinal.
Did you?
And so I did. He's in the stall, like, pooping. And the urinal had no urinal cake. It was like the perfect moment. Urinal had no urinal cake. I'm sitting there and I'm like crouching on top of it, and it's like for a little kid, so it's low too, so it's nice, and for pooping. And then I squat down and I start pooping, and my little brother, I was like, I kept telling him to pass me toilet paper, like, so he kept handing it to me under the stall, and I would wipe, and I threw it in the sink next to me so that he could see the poop when I was done. And then
it's in the urinal.
Yeah, the poop was, but the toilet paper was in the sink. And so we hear a guy come down the hall, and my brother. And I get terrified. I'm like, shit, like this janitor or somebody's gonna fucking kill us. So I like fucking throw the toilet paper into the urinal and then flush it real quick and then run into the stall with my brother while he's taking a shit. And we hear the guy come. I like stood up on like the toilet while he was sitting on the toilet to take a shit. And then we hear the guy come in and he goes, "Everything okay in here?" or something, like just checking because he was like monitoring the school. I guess we weren't supposed to be here, and we were like, "Yeah," my brother was like, "Yeah, just use the bathroom," and I'm like standing on the toilet like. Hopefully this guy doesn't notice that there's shit stains streaked on the urinal because the fucking urinal didn't have any water in it, and so it's just fucking stained. But then he left, and we were just like so scared. It was like the funniest moment ever.
Yeah, that's the most ridiculous urinal story ever.
I also pooped in a urinal at Krispy Kreme once. But I didn't get caught or anything. It was a single stall. It was a single person bathroom with a urinal and a toilet, and I pooped in a urinal and I left. To eat donuts with my friends.
That's a ridiculous move. Alright, you know what the second thing we sleep on, Branch? Fear Factor. But I'm not talking Fear Factor with this ludicrous bullshit. I'm talking the OG Fear Factor with Joe Rogan.
My man Joey Rogan.
That shit is stupid slept on. Like, some of the shit they did was ridiculous. Like, Branch, I'm sure you've seen the episodes. What's your memory?
I used to watch it a lot at my grandma's house with all my cousins back in the day when it was on. That was like primetime Joe Rogan. He wasn't all the way bald, but he didn't have a lot of hair either.
Yeah.
But he was awesome.
Still UFC commentator. That's when the UFC had like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. That was back. It was back in the day. It was like more. It was like more
Yeah.
than 10 years ago. It was like when I was
Yeah.
like 9 or something. But yeah, no, they literally like it was partners, and the grand prize was like $50,000 or something, or like or $100,000. Not it was like a lot for a game. Like it was a game show, so it was like
Most popular one out there too.
It was a lot, but teams of two, they would have like specials where it's like your brother or your twin or
Spouse.
your girlfriend, yeah, and but they would like they would basically almost kill you. Like they would put you in like tanks with scorpions, tanks with spiders.
I'm watching this lady swim with alligators as we speak.
Dude, it was crazy. The ones with Ludacris now are like gross and like they put you in a box, like a cadaver's box, like really claustrophobic.
Yeah.
But like back then, like they would literally put you in a tank underwater and have the tank, like I literally saw an episode where somebody like tried to push their limits and literally passed out underwater and they had to go rescue them. And then another one where they had like they would eat the grossest shit. Like, they would eat crickets and all that, but then they had one where you would eat a, like, raw cow penis or something. Like a raw cow penis, and then, like, cow intestines and, like, all this gross stuff. It was a great show.
See, what's great about it was a great show, but what I find ridiculous about it is people, they would just do this, be like, oh, guess today we're just going to eat some cow dick. What?
Yeah.
Excuse me? One, not worth the money, I think. With all the shit they had to do, not worth the money. Two, people just let it go. Like, hey, yeah, let's just let it go.
Let's fucking watch this and fucking, like, monetize this. Like, it's basically like Jackass, but, like, normal people. Not crazy people like Bam Margera, the GOAT, Steve-O, the GOAT, Johnny Knoxville, the GOAT, all the other ones. But they're just normal people. And you would get, like, prissy, like, girls and, like regular guys and like
you'd
just
see like guys pussy out, girls step up. It was ridiculous, but people sleep on it, especially not this bullshit Ludacris now.
It was like a true test of like what you would do for money.
Rogan was also the perfect person to
He was, because he was like, he's loud, he's energetic. Shout out Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, you can shout us out on your podcast next time too.
Yeah.
We'll give you permission to do that.
Just set us up with a guy.
Yeah, set us up with a guy so we can have a guy like you have a guy. And for those of you who don't know, you probably won't know unless you do a podcast. Once you get a guy, you're in.
Yeah.
But we'll leave that at that. But Joe Rogan, and he would just geek out at all of it. Like, he would just be on the sidelines, like, yelling and be like, oh no, is she gonna drown? Oh my god. Like, it was crazy.
He was getting paid a lot of money to do that.
Oh yeah.
A lot of money.
Was that on MTV?
Yeah. Or no, Spike. Spike or MTV? Fuck.
Spike, it was Spike.
Okay. It's on MTV now.
It was Spike, which is now the Paramount Network. Paramount Network sounds a lot cooler, but Spike was like if you wanted raunchy shit, like
Cops.
1,000
Ways to Die.
1,000 Ways to Die was crazy.
Fear Factor.
Fear Factor.
UFC used to be on it.
Yeah, you get like all this crazy stuff on Spike.
All right. You know the third thing we sleep on, Branch? People just let this go. Dick as a nickname. Who created that idea that you can just name someone a Dick as a nickname?
See, Dick as a nickname is ridiculous, but also a great nickname.
I very much agree.
What's weirder is that it's for Richard. It's not like
or Rick.
Like, I don't even know a name with a D that like you could Dick, like
Dickard's not a
Dickard, Ditchard,
Dickory?
Dante,
Dickory,
Diquarius. But like Dick, like who who named their kid Richard and then found out like, oh, let's just call him Dick. Like, I don't even know.
It's crazy that like, let's just nickname him after a penis. Or you know what happened? Well, it definitely happened, but the penis slang term, Dick, definitely came after people calling Dick, like people Dick.
Yeah.
But still, they still do it to this day.
Well, that's actually interesting to think about. Like, it's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? What came first, the nickname or the slang?
They probably came at the same time by some guy named Dick.
Both dicks came at the same time?
Dicks.
We are riding this dick train hard.
No, it was definitely just because some guy named Dick was being a huge douchebag, and he went. So people started saying, "Oh, don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick, Richard."
Yeah, exactly, Richard.
Dick Richard. Also, isn't there a guy named Dick Richard? Like, his last name's Richard, but his first name is actually Dick. I'm pretty sure that's a famous dude, like Dick Richard.
My friend worked at a country club, and one of the members of the country club, his name was Dick Purple.
Dick Purple?
His name was Dick Purple.
So, like, when you filled out forms and shit, when you had to do last name first, it'd be Purple Dick?
Yep. That is no shit. The craziest thing I've ever heard. Didn't even think about changing his name. I'd go by Richard Purple. Like,
what's your name, sir? Purple, Dick.
Crazy. All right, Branch. What's new in the current event world this week?
Well, so current events. We don't have a lot for you guys this week, but we do have a big thing right now. A lot of stuff is still like political stuff goes on all the time, but we don't talk about that shit because this is shirts off. Okay.
This is shirts off.
Shirts off. No politics.
No one comes
involved.
here for politics.
They come here
for shirts off. And stupid
they
good jungle rides.
Yep. Stupid good jungle vibes.
And something to sleep on at night.
Yep. And then, but this week we have, let's get this bread.
Yes, this is very interesting.
Also, let's grab this gluten.
Yep. What was the thing about what was it, lactose intolerance or like what was it? The hemoglobin.
Oh yeah, it was like good morning, anemics. Let's get this hemoglobin. That shit was funny. But let's get this bread, and then you're seeing like shit with like birds with like a piece of bread around them. I saw this meme the other day. This bird, like this, just a pigeon or something with a piece of bread like wrapped around their head, like they had eaten through the middle, and then worn it as a necklace. And then it was like, this is a sign of wealth in their community. This is a sign of wealth and power. Like, let's get this motherfucking bread.
What I find crazy about let's get this bread is that it's here now. But I remember people saying that in like early high school, let's get this 2011, 2012ish. Like, it was just like common like dumb thing kids would say like middle school, high school, and then all of a sudden it's back. I don't know why. I think it's dumb as fuck, to be honest with you. I don't find these memes amusing.
A lot of the stuff now is actually like resurfacing because like a lot of old stuff. I think it's because a lot of people on Twitter are either if they're on Twitter, you're either there for memes or you're there for politics.
I'm there for information.
Yeah, they got sports information, but the memes on Twitter Twitter's more for like our age, our generation. Instagram is more for the younger generation, but they still have Let's Get This Bread. But I think a lot of the old stuff is resurfacing.
It's funny because a lot of Instagram posts will be an Instagram picture or a picture of a screenshot of Twitter, and it's crazy.
Yeah, which means we still have power. We're not old yet.
No, but so far that's all we got this week. Nothing really happened over last week.
Well, Steve, you've been on this mission.
No mission. All right, so
Destiny. We'll call it Destiny.
So for all you listeners out there, I'm a generous 5'8.5" while wearing shoes.
On a good day.
On a good day, it's got to be sunny. When it's raining, I'm down to 5'8" flat. No backpack included. So it's been my dream since like middle of high school to hook up with someone who's like, hook up with a girl who's like 5'11", 6 foot, maybe 6'4".
You're into the Amazons.
No, they're just tall.
Yeah, okay. They're just tall. Okay. But so what's your dream? What's your dream about these tall girls? Like what?
I don't know. It's gotta be something.
If you found a tall girl who was into short guys, what would you want them to do?
So after they sit on my face, I'd want them to bend over backwards.
See, but the sit on the face part, you've been adamant about that for the
Well,
past
it's
month.
been like what 5 or 6 weeks. 5 or 6 weeks since I've last eaten box. But here we are, not bitching about it.
Just reminding everybody every day. I would. This is literally Steve every day. I just really want a tall girl to sit on my face, and then after that, I'd be like, she's so tall she would suffocate me. I hear those two quotes.
I see girls
every
walking
day,
around
at
campus,
least
and I'm
twice.
just like, damn, you could actually kill me.
And you would enjoy it.
That's the greatest
That's
way
the
to
dream.
go.
That's the dream.
That's the way I want to go. When I'm 130, sitting on my deathbed, I want a nice young blonde 25-year-old girl who's at least 6'11" by then, because we'll have aged and developed and evolved more so. Just come and suffocate me with her vagina.
That is bold.
What's your dream to go sexually?
Sexually to die? Die sexually?
If there's a way you
Die
die
sexually,
sexually.
bisexually.
Dicks.
Not
and
really. Dicks and tits, man. I think that's the way to go. You just,
Oh, to bang a tranny.
and then die?
That'd be an interesting way to go.
That would be an interesting way to go. Just big orgy gangbang thing. Did you see that thing? ASAP Rocky had an interview and he was like, I had my first orgy at 13.
Fuck yeah.
And he literally, there's a video of him saying, there was, 10 dudes and 5 girls, and they just, kept taking turns. I'm like, dude, as a 13-year-old, I feel like that would fuck me up for life.
Where is he from? Is he from, Compton or something?
I'm not sure.
Is he in-
I feel
is
like
he in-
he's from,
is he in
I
Atlanta,
feel like he's
rather?
got to be from LA or something.
Definitely.
Because he's not part of the Atlantic rap crew, definitely not from Atlanta. I don't think he's from Florida.
He's part of the
A lot of
A$AP.
rappers coming from Florida, Kodak
Oh
Black.
shit, he's a New Yorker.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, damn, I did not know that.
I feel
Oh,
like
he's
yeah,
from
just-
Harlem.
Yeah, that explains it. Orgies at 13. Hey, all you kids out there, you want to experience an orgy at 13? Go to Harlem, New York.
Damn, so then he moved back to Midtown and Rikers Island. Huh,
Interesting stuff.
interesting. Well,
On that note, I feel like that's a good way to leave off. Orgies. We rode a very sexual train today.
we rode the dick train all the way to tall girls sitting on Steve's face, which
Yeah.
is now fully bearded, no stubble.
Fully beard. Oh yeah, you're growing that out.
I think it looks good so far. I want it to grow below my lip, though. I think it's going to.
That's the dream.
It's looking so good.
Oh yeah, we did ride this dick train. We basically rode this dick train to the finish,
To Boogie Town.
to Boogie Town, and I think that clears it up for episode 2. Oh, before we sign off, I'll give you guys this little sneak peek into what's coming next week. We got our spooky episode, because Halloween, obviously a week from today. We won't be
really kiss on the lips.
we could release it on Wednesday. We could release it on, or do you want to do it Monday?
Well, I have a test Wednesday, so we might be able to.
Let's do it Monday. We'll record Monday and then we'll see how it
We
goes.
might be able to swing a recording on Wednesday.
We did tell them at the beginning of the podcast that we are releasing Mondays. Monday's our day, because if we start doing it Wednesdays, then we're gonna get stuck in this Wednesday train. Wednesday's not a very good day.
No, it's hump day.
I mean, it's a phenomenal day.
It's a great day because we're still here with our shirts off, but we usually have shit to do on Wednesdays.
Speaking of hump day, that's actually very ironic that we chose to do a very sexual episode on hump day.
Because
we didn't even plan that out.
Because we do things with climax.
Yep.
We make it happen. Punch.
Yeah,
All right, so
hey, Steve, give us a little sign off, and then let's call it a day. Hey, thanks everybody for listening.
You're welcome. Ha 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 ha.
Michael's coming.